Come on, say, Lord, you covered me.
Lord, you covered me.
Come on, say it like you mean it. Say, Lord, you covered me.
Lord, you covered me.
Well, give God a hand praise.
You get
Lord, you get the honor. Come on, say it. Lord, you get the honor. You get the glory. Hallelujah, hallelujah. Praise is what I do
When I wanna be
when I wanna be close to you.
Praise is who I am. I will praise you. You better sing it, Erica.
You know, one of has become one of my favorite singers of all time. Luther Vandross is up there, and some other folks. But I tell you who right in my top three. Sister Erica, top three. She right there. If I want to, Luther for certain situations. Some of y'all young folks won't know that. But if you talking about you want to get happy in the car, get ready, get your mind ready on a Monday morning, for all them weapons that have been formed against you, you gonna play you some Erica in the morning. I ain't talking about no Erica Campbell. I'm talking about that Erica that EY. They get that EY. If you want to get your Wednesday going right, that hump day, you better get some Joe Yow, some J Dub. That's that good, hard, get you over. Like they trying to fight me all the way. Then if you want to close out your week nicely, or just kind of mellow you out, just get you right, and you're going to get you some Mitria singing and good stuff. So, but you know who I've excluded out of there now? And I know Minister y'all and I have spoken about this. I'm hoping soon that I'm going to give me a Kelly special. Because I need the weekend. I need them, it feel like Sunday. I need one of them kind of singing. Because I already know Mother McLeod is going to, that's one of them kind of, for the whole week I feel good singing. Going to bring it back like I'm feeling good coming about. But everybody this morning received a bulletin, amen? And so on your bulletin is one of my favorite movie covers. Because we're talking about monsters. Last week, we talked about Dracula, and we talked about how we have vampires that are trying to take out of our life. But God is saying we got to set some good boundaries. But today, we're going to be talking about the mummy. Now, if you look at your bulletin, everybody look at your bulletin, does anybody see anything different with their bulletin? Sister Aisha, what you see on your bulletin? Oh. So you see, now you spotted that. So that's one of them that they call Easter eggs. You look at your bulletin, and you put it in there. So on the cover originally is Brandon Fraser and the other young lady. They there, all brave and everything. So I said, well, I'm gonna put our pictures on there, looking brave against the mummy, because we have some things that the mummy represents. And before I get to that, I need to. I'll do this second. I'll do that. With the mummy, and I'm not going to the old school movie because I didn't really never watch that. I watched this movie. I probably watched this movie about 50 times. I love the Mummy, the Mummy Returns, the Mummy going to China. I love all that. Think they need to come on back. Let's do some more. I'm ready. I got my money up front for Friday when it opens. There won't be no bootlegs at the barbershop. Don't worry, I will not Google it on Google for a free movie. No, I will not wait for Netflix or anything. I'm coming to that Friday night. I love the Mummy. But the Mummy movie is really about a man who messed up back in Egypt. He messed up really, really bad. And they said, hey, you messed up, we're going to have to bury you. And they buried him. And he was buried for about 3,000 some odd years. He was buried. But he was this living curse, this living embodiment of evil, just living, and he never really died. Because they said, that's going to be your curse. But he said, if he come back, it'll destroy everybody if he ever come out of his coffin. So they locked it up, everything, but eventually they messed around and they opened it back up. And it became a mess. But the truth is that many of us have mummies in our life that are living dormant under the sands of time. But if the right thing happens, it'll pop up, and it'll pop up strong, and it could cause havoc in our life. This morning, I'm coming out of Matthew chapter 26, verse 41. It states, keep watching and praying that you may not enter temptation. The spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak. The spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak. This is Jesus talking to the disciples at the Garden of Gethsemane, where these soldiers are about to come in and arrest him. And he says, hey, y'all need to keep watch. And they kept going to sleep. And he's trying to let them know by himself, but also about themselves. The spirit is willing. You want to do right, but the flesh is weak. We have some things that are dormant in our life. And I first want to hit you with the first point, and with my kiddos, we kind of change it up a little bit in your bulletin so you can follow along with the points. The first point that we have is that first point I would want you to write as a child is that we have triggers. We have triggers. We have certain people in our life that know what button to push. We have certain situations in our life that we know can get us off track. Me personally, right now, I don't need to go to last Friday, my whole office went for lunch to the State Fair. I don't need that today. You know, the old Baptist, the devil is alive. No. I didn't need that, because you know what? I know I got paid Friday, and I bought me a $20. I don't need that right now. I know I got paid Friday, I would have got me a turkey leg. I would have spent, I'm like, oh, it'll be all right. I'm like, I'm going to walk this off. No, I'm not going to walk it off. I'm going to eat it up. I ain't going to walk nothing. And so I know that struggle. I know that's a trigger. But if I'm talking about on the other side of the trigger, I know I have issues with dealing with rejection. Maybe that's not your issue. We all got different issues. But I have an issue with rejection. See, I'm not a person that as a little kid, I was at times the last getting called for the game. You ever been that kid? Maybe you're not that kid. Maybe you always got picked. Person died the ball. But there were some times where I was the last person picked, where you kind of left out. So what happened this week for me, there were some triggers that happened. That what brought me on Thursday to them chips. It was Doritos, Cool Ranch, and Cheetos. That's all my real, like, good, my hood living, I love it kind of chips. That's me. You bring me some Cool Ranch, I got you. Some Cheetos, let's go. And you gonna finish out with some Doritos with some Reese's Pieces. That was lunch. That was wrong. That was bad. But I had the triggers that happened. And the triggers was about the rejection point. Something happened to one of my kids. I'm not going to say who, I'm not going to talk about the whole situation, but something happened to one of my kids, and they had got left out. And it made me go back to how I felt. I vented my frustration to my wife and so forth, but I didn't vent like how I felt personally. Because many times I feel like, as a parent, you kind of live through your kids. When they successful, you are cheering like, yes, we made it. And when they are down, you feel like you down. Yeah. And I had my child down. My child. I was upset, I was angry, in part also because of how it was done. I had personally, my family had personally helped these folks. And my son got done wrong. I was upset, I was angry. I didn't want no tuna, I didn't want no tilapia. I ain't want no salmon, and I ain't want no fresh vegetables. I ain't want to eat no apple. I ain't want no strawberries or blueberries. I want no Doritos. I walked across to the 7-Eleven, which is also our shelter for those who may be unsheltered, because everybody's there at the spot across from the courthouse. They just there. I don't know where everybody hang out doing, but they just there. I ain't been at 7-Eleven. Because I said, I don't need to go over there. I ain't been there almost a year. I came in there like everybody knew me. I'm looking for Doritos. I got all my bags. Then they had a banana. I said, ain't no banana. I went in my office and I was upset. Because I was living in my trigger of how my child, that's how I felt. That happened to me. So I felt what my child felt. Came back. I'm talking to my child, and this is like the day later, so this is not the same day. I want y'all to understand these triggers that could catch you on a Monday, may not kick all the way to you on a Thursday. This was Wednesday. So I take my child to their game, and all the appreciation and love was just showered on my child. We're in a whole different place. We're not even with the folks that look like us. This child showing out, doing his thing. The folks like, man, he's so... That child is so great. And all this love shine on this child. And so I felt good. But it still lingered with me. Because the conversation came up again the next day. I was still upset. That's what got me there, right? These triggers. I don't know what your trigger is. Because you can be triggered by a text. Maybe it's an old ex texting. Or maybe sometimes you don't have your text. You just see somebody in passing. Somebody you ain't thought about in a long time. Somebody you don't want to think about. And then you pass it. Or maybe it's situations where you're like, I remove myself from that situation, but it ain't kind of present itself to you again. These triggers. Somebody can bring up a situation that you know about, you relate to, and it start affecting your mindset. These triggers. But after we get to these triggers, we have to understand that we are, and I want to use a term that many people who are dealing with addiction, they call recovery. If you ever talk to somebody who's really coming out of addiction and they go into their class and so forth, they say, hey, how long you been clean? They say, I've been so many days in recovery. I believe we're in a life of recovery. We were born into sin. We were born jacked up. We were born messed up. I believe we're in a life of recovery. Many times we feel like we come down here and we accept Jesus Christ. That's all I can do. That's I'm good. And what you find is we got a host of more stuff to deal with. The life that don't get easier and better. The stuff is going to stick to you. You still going to have bills that you got to pay that you trying to find, like, man, can I pay you on my next paycheck? You still going to have them situations. You still going to have situations where people treat you unkindly and do things to you. When is life a recovery? In a theological sense, we say when you come down here, this is salvation, but the next part of salvation is sanctification. We're being sanctified through this process. And that when we finally see Jesus, we're in glorification. But on this time, this point right here, we're in this mode of sanctification that we're going through a process that we're refining ourselves. We're going to lose and win and get better and have setbacks. But we're getting through a refinement period. We're in recovery. I don't know where you've been and what your struggles. But I know from my Thursday to my Friday was my recovery day. I said, I got to get back on. I had me some lentils. See, that's not, I don't know if lentils are part of our culture in a deep way. Especially if they ain't put no bacon in your ham hock. No, we like the pork. I ain't had pork in almost 2 months. Right. That's why I say I can't go play with people. I'll be looking like Pookie on the Jet City. I can't do that stuff. Cannot be with you right now. It's going to be a long time. I'll see you next year. But what I'm saying, I have my lentils. There's a whole bunch of fiber in lentils. I'm eating lentils. I've been eating this tuna out of the can. Now with no mayonnaise or nothing. I've been eating the tuna. The tuna. And my mom got to go and think about it like it's cat food. Because it's real food. It's real. It's good. You're good. And I'm eating that stuff. I'm drinking 100 ounces of water a day. And I'm going to the bathroom. Yeah. Lord. What am I saying? That's my recovery. Right? That's my recovery. But what's your recovery? See, because I had to go to Jesus. I said, Jesus, I'm messed up. And y'all might say, oh, some chills. But I'm saying where I went to, my mental, where I went to. I wasn't trying to pray about it. I wasn't trying to, Lord, let's sing it out. I don't play no Sister Erica. I don't play nothing. I'm upset and I'm angry. And we can get in that situation. But we need to get in a mode of recovery. And in recovery, we got to go to Jesus. We got to go to God. Because see, every temptation that's coming against us, understand your flesh is weak. You need God. The Spirit is in tune and connected to this God. We got to connect there. But about the rich guy and the poor gentleman. I'm talking about Lazarus, who Jesus called out the tomb. Who was a friend of Jesus. Lazarus had been dead for 4 days. And they knew Lazarus was sick. And the disciples said, we're going to go visit Lazarus? And Jesus said, give us some time, we'll be all right. And one day, during that time period, they said, Jesus, Lazarus dead. He asleep? Well, he's asleep. I don't think he's snoring. I think he's dead. I think Jesus sometimes looked at him like, I know he dead, y'all snow. Yes, he dead. Okay, I didn't know we knew what's up, Jesus. But I'm just saying, you talking about sleeping, I say he dead. Yes, he dead. Jesus comes to Bethany and sees his sisters, Martha and Mary. They said, Lord, if you were here, he wouldn't die. Yes. Jesus like, yeah. But do you believe in me? Both of them said yes and all this stuff. Jesus sees the emotion that's happening 4 days later. And he's met with John 11:35, shortest verse in the Bible. We're talking about he wept. He saw the pain. But he had to do it for God's glory to be shown. Now, what's going to happen? What do you mean? Jesus commands the folks to move the door of the tomb, the stone that's in front of the tomb. They holler out, hey, he been dead for 4 days. It's going to stink. It ain't going to be right. Jesus like, I got you. Jesus says to Lazarus, come out. He says, come out. There's some things in our life that Jesus is calling us out of. We have been buried in some mess, buried where we feel like we are trapped and can't get out. We've been buried in anger. We've been buried in addiction. We've been buried in fornication. We've been buried in whatever you got going on that you know is against God. You've been buried in it. And you feel like, I can't come out. And the truth is, I can't come out on my own. The truth is, I got struggles. I got problems. I'm broken. I'm jacked up. I was born in iniquity. I was born in sin. A lot of things I want to do right, but I do wrong. I want to be a better husband. I want to be a better father. But sometimes I don't know how to do it, Jesus. And Jesus says, I call you out. See, because Lazarus was dead. The minute Jesus spoke, he came to life. Many of us are dead in our mess, and Jesus is speaking life to us to bring us out of it. But I need you to understand that Lazarus was wrapped up in his burial clothes, wrapped up in his past, wrapped in the things that would pronounce that he was dead. There's some things that are wrapping you up. There's some phone numbers that need to be deleted out your phone. There's some emails you need to block. There's some places that you don't need to go to no more. Look, can I be the honest real? I know I'm making myself about that, but I can get deeper. There's some folks that you don't need to have as a Facebook friend. I know it got quiet. It's all right. It's some locks we got to change to our heart and to our life so folks can't come and get in anymore. It don't have to be so personal like, oh, that used to be your boo. No, sometimes it's a job. Sometimes you need to change your job. Sometimes you need to change certain parts of your family. The holidays are coming up. There's some holiday parties you don't need to go to. You know you go to Aunt Sue. Aunt Sue got all the good liquor. In the Aunt Sue party, we all get lit. Because we have a generational dormant sin of alcoholism in our family. We don't speak to it because we make it seem normal. But we all struggling. Uncle Jimmy is in jail or been in jail for DWI. But we don't speak on that. We just say we having a good time. We mixing turkey and liquor and people are sleeping and knocked out. Y'all get that later. Turkey make you sleepy. Y'all mixing the liquor and the turkey, got all the dressing, your belly full, and then you trying to get back on the highway. But you got all that generational dormant stuff that you saw your grandfather, your grandmother, your great-grandmother, you saw your aunts and uncles, everybody was lit. This is how we do. But what you know is all that dormant mess coming in you. Some of us can't go to the family party because we know there's going to be an argument there. It don't matter what it's about. It may be about the Cowboy game. Because you know in your family, your dormant thing that's going on generation is anger. That folk gonna talk harsh. You come up in a party, oh, I see you got a little weight on you. You like, man. See, I'm just trying to come here to honor Grandma Gigi because I don't like you, Auntie, because you always been mean to me all my life. You got all that stuff going on in you, but you also sometimes you can't go to your in-laws because they don't like you. They love their son or their daughter. But they don't like you. They say it was somebody else we really wanted him to get with. You know what? If he had got with Becky, his life would be so much better now. But he got with you. They don't say it to you, but it's coming all across. See, all this stuff happening, right? These are burial clothes that sometimes we don't have to let go. Not just sometimes, but we got to let go. Because you can't live a new life in Christ in burial clothes. We have a new life in Christ. If Christ got out the tomb and was resurrected, if our hope is in a resurrection, if our hope is in a new life in Him, we can't live like we are buried still in a coffin. So when Jesus told them, remove that mess off of Lazarus. Remove that stuff off of you. I don't know where you got to go today. I don't know what you got to do. But if you got to unfriend somebody today, unfriend them. You got to delete a number. If you got to change locks, you change locks. Whatever you got to do, you do it. Because it's all right. Because I'm telling you, Jesus is calling you out. Because you know when destroyed the mummy? We destroyed the mummy at the very end, the second movie. Because he always fought for love. I'm trying to bring my boo back. I love her. And why I took this punishment. In the second movie, when the hero's wife went and saved him. I'm going to save you, Pa, save you. His boo like, ooh, and she ran off. He was so broken, he just fell back into the pit. Some of us are leaning upon the praises of men and women in our job, in our bank account, and positions to give us all this praise. And you're not going to find it there. You're not. You're always going to fall back in that pit because that's going to run away from you every day week. If you're looking for your value in this world, you're looking for your value in a job, and a value in reputation or position, it's going to be fleeting. Because at the same time they talk about you good, won't at the same time they talk about you bad? The day you walk away, you're like, oh, you know, Sister Heather's the best person here. I love you, you've been my trainer, da-da-da. Well, good, I'll see y'all later, I'm going home. Girl, I hate Heather. Heather ain't but. Heather, get that girl that job. If you're looking for your praise in the worldly things of this world, that them and themselves are only temporary, you're always going to be disappointed. But if you place your hope and your value in Christ, the one that sacrificed his life for you, I'm telling you, you will find eternal reward all the time. Because his praise shall never end. His calling on your life shall never end. His purpose for you shall never end. You will meet him in glory. He will be with you through the storms of life. He is here everlasting. He don't leave you nor forsake you. He ain't no shaker, faker friend. He is real indeed. So I come to tell you, it's time to let go of these mummies in our life. It's time to let go of these burial rags in our life. It's time for us to let go of these dormant sins and understand they will try to rise against us. But as we've been saying through this whole service, there are weapons that shall be formed against you, but they shall not prosper because my Christ is prospering in my life. He is handling my battles. He is handling my storms. The sea is raging, but he is anchoring me. So when man may be tossed back and forth, I stand solid because I'm on the rock of Christ. Embrace God. Let go of the mess. Embrace God. Hear the calling that's on your life. And do not let him go.